Hi there, and welcome back to What. Today I want to share with you a technology that helps take some of the fear out of trying new things. And as is appropriate for women around the table practice, it's called tatting. Tatting, like making old beautiful antique lace. So TAT stands for try, assess, and tweak. And it's a technology that I'd like you to start thinking about anytime you try something new. It takes the fear out of trying something new because we're not carving things in stone here, and we're not casting things in concrete. We are tatting. You're just trying it. You're going to try it. You do something new, then you assess it. How did it go? What worked? What could you do more of or less of to take it to the next level? And then you tweak. You look at the results of your assessment and you change whatever you're doing. I first started tatting with my mother, and I'll tell you a little story about how we did that. So in California, my mother and I were fascinated with all things British, and we decided that we wanted to learn how to make tea, a full tea, like a high tea. In California, this was the height of exotic. So we actually bought a book about, British tea, and we were going to make scones, and we were going to do cream and jam and tea with real leaves. I thought everybody drank tea with real leaves in the UK. Imagine my shock when I got here and found it was all mugs and tea bags. But we were going to do the whole thing, garnishes and little finger sandwiches. And so we started learning how to do this, and we actually kept a book. So we would design a menu, and then we would prepare this elaborate tea, and we'd invite our friends over, and then we'd take pictures, and then we would assess, and then we would tweak, and we would write down the things we learned, and the next week we would do another tea, and we actually got really good at it. But the one memory I love of that time is that at one point my mother I think she was running from the sink to the trash can with her hands full of wet tea leaves, and I said, "Mom, what are you doing?" And she said, "I'm just trying it." And that became our mantra. We're just trying it. Look, you're just trying it. If you're tatting, you're crocheting, you're putting in stitches. You don't just make one big stitch and you're done. You make hundreds of stitches, thousands of stitches, loads of stitches. And if they're not right, you take them out and put them in again. Look, I got to where I am now by making a huge number of mistakes, right? I'm the girl who made the most mistakes. Just ask my husband if you have any doubts about that. He'll tell you. But you have to be allowed to try things and to make mistakes. And then you assess, and then you tweak, you tat, stitch after stitch, and that's how you create a beautiful piece of lace. So that's our technology here. And I encourage you, when you're doing your daily pages, when you try something new, say, okay, I'm tatting. I'm going to try it. I'm going to assess it. I'm going to tweak it. And then I'm going to rinse and I'm going to repeat and do it again. So I hope you enjoyed that technology, and I'll talk to you again soon.